So, are water lettuces banned? The answer is very simple. It's yes, and at the same time, no. But we'll get into that more in a minute. Firstly, I want to give you a brief history of floating plants. We used to have lots of floating plants we can sell, and my favourite was always water hyacinths. They were absolutely beautiful. They were banned in 2017. To me, it seems like that was 30 years ago because they were wonderful plants. Floating plants provide cover for your ponds, they provide cover for your fish, they reduce the amount of light going into the pond, so they're good at preventing algae. They suck nutrients out of the water, again preventing algae, so there's lots of benefits to them. We now have water lettuces, which are lovely plants. They perform a similar sort of job to water hyacinths. Not quite as nice, but they're still quite pretty. They're a tropical species, so they die back in the winter. They're no harm, they're not an invasive species. And we have water soldiers. Now, water soldiers are a native species. They float up to the top in summer and they sink to the bottom in winter. So you can keep them in the pond all year round. They look like brown cactuses basically, but they're quite an interesting thing to have in there. Water lettuces this year were banned in Europe. So Europe can't sell them, grow them or distribute them. We can still sell them, but we can't get hold of them because all of our growers were based in Europe. So what we had to do this year is rely on some UK growers, and with our weather, even this year where the weather's been fantastic, it's taken longer for them to become established. They start off like tiny little dots of leaves, and then they grow into these wonderful little, as the name suggests, lettuces. The ones we've got now are only partially grown. They will get to 4 or 5 times the size, and they're very prolific in your pond. If we have a good summer, or the summer continues as it is, then you'll get them spreading and multiplying in your pond. But they're not frost hardy, so you definitely need to take them in winter. You can keep them throughout the winter. You just put them in a bucket or in a conservatory. A lot of light, a bit of warmth, and maybe some household fertilizer, that sort of thing. So they're a nice one to have, or you can just buy some more again next year. So that's it. Yes, they are banned in Europe, but they're not banned here. So there we go. Take care, and we'll see you soon.